If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make your podcast. Let me explain. It is free, and you can do everywhere you have an internet connection, from your cellular phone, from your laptop, or from your tablet. It's free. There is creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer.
Hola amigos de Charlas de la Noche. Estamos hoy hablando de lo que significa cómo solo se acuerdan de los latinos en el tiempo de elecciones. Hi there, good evening. We are talking today about how Latino population only counts on election time. Yeah, it's true. There is nothing to hide. We are basically the new generation of the hardworking people, for don't mention the bad word with all my respect to the beloved African Americans. But politicians only care about Latinos at the time they need to increase their popularity. You can see all the political meetings, people showing Latinos for this candidate, Latinos for that, familias Latinas for this other candidate. But after that, there is not a real status of recognition on the Latino population. Any field you see is a make-up. If you see education, what is happening with the dreamers? Dreamers, many of them raised in America because they apply for the No Left Child Behind plan of the education of President Bush becomes a law when he ordered there is not kids in America that can skip the basic education, elementary, middle, high school. And the majority of the dreamers completed all that education. And what happens? They can go to college. They can complete their dream of become citizens of this country. Oh, but now every candidate, every politician is using Latino word to convince others that they are fair, they are open-minded, they accept the melting pot, and they accept the reality of America, a nation of immigrants. Where is that? I don't feel that America is taking the right way. Many people is living under the shades. Many people has to work 2 jobs to make an acceptable income to support their family. Many people is denied in good jobs because they don't speak English well, because they don't complete a college in America, and if they bring a college degree from other country, it is not valid by many jobs. But the face of America, I believe, is changing thanks of some international companies. Because United States of America is the country of the trademarks products. That means that the American brands, Ford, Chrysler, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, everything goes overseas and to other countries. So they need bilingual people. For example, right now it's not enough to have a college degree to have a good job. Many corporations require a second or third language to work in marketing plans, to work in advertisement, to work on media. But there is not enough professionals in many corporations. Why? Because many millennials that are dreamers are on that shades waiting for an opportunity. Many of them skip the college time and they are wasting this great opportunity just because they don't meet the requirements. I hope these campaigns open the possibility to finalize and agree on a real immigration plan that I understand the laws, I understand the normativity of this country. Yes, a country needs law and order. A country needs, keep control of their borders. Every port, every airport must check who is coming, who is leaving. But for people that raise in this country since their childhood and they don't have the possibility to process their paperwork, they deserve an opportunity. In fact, the immigration law says that every immigrant has the opportunity to meet in a court of immigration and explain his or her case to a judge to evaluate the situation. And if the immigrant don't have criminal background, don't have problems in the past, is a good student, is a hard-working person, why not give him or her the possibility of become a lawyer, a good physician, many things. There is a case that impacted me a long time ago. There is a worker from the farms in California that less than 20 years ago he was picking tomatoes with his family from early in the morning to late in the afternoon. He goes to school and he becomes a neurosurgeon. Sorry if I haven't pronounced, let me try again. Neurosurgeon. And he was a very good doctor. And one day, he was on the emergency room and he received a lady suffering a stroke. That lady must go to the operating room and have a special surgery to save her life. And this doctor takes care of her and save her life. This lady can read, can talk, move again, and back to work thanks to that doctor. Well, that doctor is Mexican American and is a prestige surgeon that operates brains. To don't make the story large, I'm giving you only the highlights. This doctor becomes USA citizen. And the coincidence of this small world, when he goes to the ceremony on one of the immigration offices in California, he recognized the lady who was delivering the certificates of naturalization. And the lady recognized him. And she says, I take care of the delivery of his document. And they shake hands together. There are videos and there are stories in any media in America, in Spanish, in English, any language, just Google the doctor that saves an immigration officer, and later she complete his citizenship or whatever. However you like to Google, these stories everywhere. But it's amazing. It's amazing as many cases in America. The nation of immigrants are picturing the life of this enhancement. You know, is not the law. The law can be very helpful because many people apply for many situations. I don't mind. Go to and catch the criminals, catch the drug dealers, catch people who murder. But people who is working, fixing a roof, who is doing landscape, who is working hard on construction, you know, leave them alone. Let them to work hard. Let them to keep making America great. They really, as well, many Americans work hard to make America great. And not again, immigrants been working, making America great by generations. In fact, that tagline comes from the Ronald Reagan campaign, and Mr. Trump, with all my respect, he rebranded and reused it again. But we need to pay special attention. Elections on 2020 are not a special event for some or such candidate or such party. No. 2020 elections is a national introspection time to review our strengths and weaknesses as a country and place together the opportunity to work on plans and projects that resolve situations that been polemic and been unsolved for years and years, and politicians use weaponizing the situation to attack each other. It's time that both parties or the three parties, wherever they are, sit together, fix the situation, and do what they have to do. Because we, the taxpayers, we sustain them. And they are talking with fruitless results, and nobody see what's going on right now. Just as example, the impeachment was a waste of time, money, and resources. And they try to affect each other. Bloomberg campaign, why he doesn't apply those $500 million helping poor people, paying scholarships of those dreamers. If Mike Bloomberg paid the scholarship of those dreamers, with that money, he will not be leaving the election. He still should be stay racing, and I am sure he will become more popular as a candidate if he does that contribution, not to the kids, to the Americans. Because when you invest in education, you are building a mind of solidarity to help this country, to pay back a little bit of the many millions of dollars Mike Bloomberg make from America. And not only Mike Bloomberg, all the candidates that are spending money like running water. Come on. You can do something better than waste the money in some situations that are fruitless. Unfortunately, political campaigns are narcotizing everyone, and people is tired of it. Millennials, I know their mentality very well because I am a father of a millennial, and they don't like to listen to them anymore. Any political party, millennials don't care. They like to see something new. They like to see something real with possibilities of change. No empty speeches with blah, 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 and blah, 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 and they don't go beyond the problems. They are sinking on the problems generated by themselves. Chuck Schumer talks, and his counterpart on the Republican talks, and tell me, who say the truth? Who say a real solution? No, they mention attacks, reciprocal attacks, and they raise in a parallel way with endless possibilities for the people, for the Americans. They must stop, do a real introspection, and fix situations that are affecting currently to this great country. United States of America is the best country in the world. In the eyes of many leaders, Russians, Jews, the European community in general, Japan, Asia, everybody is putting their attention on this election. Why? Because this election is very important to determine the future of this world. And there is no future if they don't fix a democratic way to raise these elections. I appreciate your time. Thank you for paying attention. I talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.